Let's do DEET. My drink is a ginger ale Zevia. I also have some water. I exercised today. I didn't do any exercise, but I ran a lot of errands, so I definitely got my steps in. My energy, I'm feeling really great today. Just like in a great mood. And let's pull a tarot card for the week. All right, I'm gonna pull this top card. Okay. It is the Six of Pentacles. It says redistribution and moon in Taurus. Pentacles are our resources. They are coins. They are money. It is all about counting what you have and appreciating what you have. And the six, I actually got this card in my new moon tarot reading that I did for myself last week, but in the other one of the other tarot decks that I use. And this is about not all, just really it comes down to like what I've been talking about recently is like being in community, because community is not all about what can I do for other people. It is that circular exchange of I need to be ready to give the resources that I have to help others when they need it. And I can also expect when I'm in community with somebody or with a group of people, I can also expect to be taken care of. I can also expect them to share those resources with me. It is not just about giving, but it's not about like taking either. It is a circular thing. It is a infinite thing. It is asking yourself like, what am I going to be giving to others? What kind of resources or skills or White Woman Whisperer, if you are not already on her Patreon, I definitely recommend going and joining her Patreon. I'm a member over there, and she did a video talking about like, what is your like apocalypse skill? Like, what are you going to be contributing to society whenever money isn't a thing anymore? And pentacles, like traditionally we think about it as like money and coins, but it really is just about resources. It is about the things that we rely on to like have security and to feed and nourish ourselves and to provide. Asking yourself, what am I bringing to the table, or what kind of skill set do I have, and how is that going to be useful? How is that going to be resourceful to other people? And then also taking into account what are the things that you need help with? Like maybe you're not a great cook. Like for me, my skill is definitely going to be money management, no matter what kind of currency we're using, and organization, but I'm also a great cook. I also crochet, like I know CPR and first aid. And so like finding the resource that is a skill that you excel at already. And then also recognizing what are the things that you're going to need help with, that you're going to need to lean on your community for. And I'll just do a quick description of what this card looks like. We have two people, both black and brown, and the one person has like dark curly hair, and they're holding a couple of boxes. It says emergency first response, I believe. And then the other person has like a couple of bags that they've got kind of slung over them. There are boxes around them on the ground that say things like first aid and water and disaster relief. And it just kind of looks a little post-apocalyptic. And so especially with the changes that we're seeing, with the kind of discourse that we're seeing in the world right now, I've seen a lot of people talking about like, all right, like this is going to be happening, like the revolution is going to be happening, and are we ready to provide and have that kind of circular exchange of resources and truly lean on each other, build coalitions, build community with each other, and support each other, because it will not be every man for himself. If that is the case, you're shit out of luck. So start building that community now. I'll actually just go ahead and read from the book. What this says: the Six of Pentacles represents your higher self, your drive to redistribute power and safety by means that elevate the marginalized and ask the privileged for assistance. In the current world we live in, we are congratulated for achieving financial power and conventional success, to the point where the rich receive gifts for being rich, as the poor receive afterthoughts. The Six of Pentacles heralds a new value system for the next world, a system based on human need and self-sufficiency, with economic practices based on labor and creative barter. The Six of Pentacles is an individual in need who is grateful for the opportunity to work for a living wage, or an individual in power who offers their power to folks on the margins. The Six of Pentacles is worker owned. The Six of Pentacles asks you to drop limiting policies based on greed, class, and general selfishness, therefore making resources accessible by showing up with the means to give and only give. Right on the money.